Well, welcome back. I have done some work while you guys were away. I got this finished up. That's the main thing I did, is I got this finished up. Made a few trips, got some more iron. Let me kind of show you around what I've done. I've added some lights. What's that up there? Anyways, added some lighting so we can see a bit better. I finished off my decking, my catwalk. Come down here, past the noisy refinery that's still working away. I finished this off also. There's not really room to add lights to this section here, but it's kind of well lit enough from the other lights. Go down here through the refinery. I also have lights down here. I have not finished up. I need to get a lot more stone so I can get gravel and concrete. That's taking up more than I was thinking. I still have not done anything with this. And at this point, maybe I won't. Who knows? But if I ever get bored, here's a project. Over here, boy, it's getting kind of hard to see over here. I took out my little pad here and my connector. Oh, I need to finish that off. I also took out the assembler over here. I'm going to kind of leave this as it is, like that. You know, I'll finish that off. I'll kind of leave that simply as a place, kind of show the history of the place. You know, this is my interpretation of what it would have been when it was active. I have not done anything over here. I'll probably just leave this alone. I might finish it up. No, that's not what I wanted. Anyways. But today, I need to make myself ready, because I think it's time to move on and set up another base at a different location. Not that this one's a bad location, but I need somewhere else to be. Well, okay, I just want to move places. But, as I said, we need to get ready. And one of my main problems with moving is I kind of want to take both these with me, both my flyer and the rover. I don't really need both, but I want to have access to both, just in case. Who knows? So, I need to find a way to move them both. Now, I think I could probably just latch onto the rover with that and fly it over. I think it's strong enough. I think it could lift it up and move it. But I don't want to do that. You know, from the very start, this has been about rolling around, you know, with a rover. I guess not really. It has to be about a rover, I guess. But when moving from here, moving on, I've decided I'm going to use the rover to move. So I need to get the rover to move that flyer. So we're going to work on that. Let me kind of get things ready here. A couple things over here I need to take down still. And that was not one of them. I can simply put that back. The roof panel here is connected to the side of that, so it kind of kept me from losing everything. So I'm going to come out over here. And I'm going to start building off the back of this. So we're going to go back to, I think that's going to be enough. That's a half block, isn't it? I can't build off that. I added a couple speed modules. These two are going to be yield modules, but I don't have any gold to build them with, so they're going to stay right there like that for a bit. Well, I can't build there either. I'm going to have to build right there. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. I was wanting a nice flat spot. Let me get a flatter spot built up here. That should do me for now. And if I'm doing that, let's go with this method. Do that. Let's see, before I get too far. Trying to decide, what do I want to make this? Let's do it at that. Go one more. And go out sideways here. I think that's... Let me take some measurements off this thing. If I can get up there. Might need to move it. Let me move it. I do think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide there. Back of the connector is going to be 1, 2, third one from the center of that. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to finish that. 8, 9, 10, 11, number 12 off of that. Thought I finished that. Two, and I probably need 1. No, let's go down to... Hit the wrong one. This is what I want. That. Going to need that. And on top of this, don't know if I have enough room out the back here. I might have to move this. Going to put one like that. Let me, I built this whole thing backwards. Gonna have to turn around to get it out of here. Hinge lock. Is it just no room? I think it's trying to tell me it doesn't have enough room. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Well, I guess I can test the fit. Kind of fiddly to get on there, but I was expecting that. That connector in the back will help. But I think that is the correct fit. Turn things around here. Not where I wanted that. There we go. Now we can get out of here. Put this back. Now we should be able to do that. Then we can go to 7. Yeah, let's go ahead with one of those. Boy, that is hard to see. Just trying to put it on the wrong part of the hinge is what's happening. That's being a pain. Hold on. There we go. And I think that even ended up the right direction. Okay, I'm going to need a control panel on this. Hold on. Kind of sort of planning things out here. I'll leave that one step back. Put that there. Okay, I'm going to want a battery on it. Not a big battery. Let's put a couple batteries on it. I mean, I don't need that much power on it at all, but put a couple batteries on it. I'm going to weld this up. Also need to kind of figure out a center point here, because I need to put wheels on this thing. And I want to make sure I get those in the right spot. So I'll get this welded up, I'll get things set up and figure out the center of it. I'll be back. Well, I'm back. I've got that. Let me get that out of the way. I have found, I've got this welded up. I turned on the center of mass. Of course, it shows it for every subgrid. But in general, the center of mass is apparently right here. So I've got a lot of weight up here. If I come over here to the ship, see the ship, it is right about in there. It's kind of in between these two blocks there. So if we go from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the edge of that connector. Let me switch these wheels out. For those. So we've got, see, this is going to be the right side. Those 5x5, they're 5x5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since the center of mass for the trailer is up there also, I'm going to put my wheels right there. And I'm only going to do 2 wheels. Get these welded up. Get those building. Let me turn this off. Center of mass. That's what I was looking for. Let me go ahead and drop this down. Getting hooked up to this might be interesting. I might have to extend this out temporarily. Don't know why I'm crouched. You reverse that. It's 0.7. I thought I welded these up. off. Oh, that's what's messing me up. I put the wrong wheels on. Let me get these welded up and locked on. Why'd I do that? Now we can get rid of this and put the right size wheel on. Oops. One, two. Let me mark this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's actually do this instead. And it looks like I'm going to need more room. Now let's get these welded up. How about I finish welding this up? I'll get it loaded up. I'll get that backed into it. Because you can see that's pretty much is the design. That's it right there. So I'll get this all loaded up and we can do a test and see how it pulls. Well, I'm back. I forgot to connect that. But I got it welded up. I did have to change a few things. I needed to move the connector up one block so it would line up correctly. And in a similar way, I had to lower the hinge one so it would line up correctly. I got it backed in. I have not connected that yet. But let me, while I'm thinking about it. That's the piston. That's still the piston. Do that. Well, let's see how this goes. Nothing to it. Where's that at? It's way over there. Reverse these. Now, with this one, this trailer, I'm not running any scripts. So those wheels will be unpowered. In fact, I think I still have them turned off. Power on. Just go ahead and turn these off. They are off. So this is a true, what I like to say, a true trailer. In other words, it is being pulled by a vehicle, and that is it. It's not pushing. Let's see how that works. I think I need to unlock. I'll just turn off. Unlock and turn off. And the rotor, turn that off. Well, that is hooked up. That's loaded up. I don't have any, I'm not carrying anything else right now, just this. I think I've got some ice in there in both of them. That's kind of it. Let's see how badly this does. I've got the speed turned down still. It sounds like it's on, but I know the thrusters are off, but it sounds like it's on. That is, everything is exactly where I think it should be. So yeah, it's just going to sound like that. I also turned the rear wheel steering off, because I don't think four-wheel steering is going to work too well with a trailer. Well, let's pretend we're going to head over to the lake. Let's pretend we're heading over to the lake a little faster here. Maybe starting to get a little bit of a wiggle there, but not too bad. There we go. That's definitely picked up a little bit of one. Okay, it started to slide around on me a bit. I probably could have just done this through the menus. I do think I have my... Yeah. Let's turn the friction back up. Just going to try to see if I could push it around a little bit. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Well, they're turned off, so that shouldn't all cause any problems. I think as long as I don't take any serious turns at speed, this should be okay. Then it's not like I'm when I hit the brakes. So I need to be careful doing that. Let's not go down that hill. We need to go over there. I said let's not go down that hill. Alright, we're backing up that way. Trailer's trying to drive me around. Well, I think we've seen it'll handle okay. I'm going to speed the rest of this up, but I do want to show the trip to the lake, so we can see how well this thing does on a real journey here. Well, I did not record all that journey, mainly because I got lost on the way over here. So I made a short trip very long, and I don't think you guys need to see that. But overall, this thing does okay. It does not like too much speed. It also does not like to go across the side of the hill. It's like the trailer wants to slide down it or try to roll down it. And that usually doesn't end up very well. Maybe if I tried to lock that rotor right there, that would help with that. But overall, it does okay. Like I said, it does okay. Don't take a turn too fast. I mean, you can see here on the ice even it's wanting to kick up the wheels a little. Maybe my suspension's too strong. But we made it out here to the ice lake. Just need to find myself a place to settle in, because I do want to have my base over here instead. You can see, let's see, the nickel's up there. I think my silicon's kind of up over there. Might try to dig in. Got that hill there that looks okay. Let's get closer to this over here. I don't want to stay kind of near the ice. I like to have something fairly vertical near the ice to dig into. I mean, there's pirates about. I want to dig in. If they want to come after me, I want them to have to fight for it. I'd say that looks pretty good. Believe it or not, I can probably kind of set up down here, or start to set up down here a little bit. That way I can dig out and get into this ice underneath. We've also got a pretty good rock wall here I can get into. So yeah, I think this little spot looks like a good place to get settled in. And I will be working on that next time. See you then.